Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Today's lap time challenge on Gran Turismo 7 is the McLaren MP4/488 takes on in Suzuka Circuit. Now we go on to the recap from last week at Autodrome-Lago Circuit for the Nissan C Performance 2023. It was so challenging and go difficult to find the perfect line and go exactly to be well improved in about 2 minutes 10 seconds by having a gold medal ejected time. It was hard work, but it was very difficult and more challenging to be on the road car category to have a brand new C Performance as the 7th generation Nissan. So right now, it's about to go faster and old-fashioned to see how the McLaren MP4/488 will have to go for the next challenge to get over onto the main ejected time in the goal in about 1 minute 42.928 seconds to get 2 million credits. But I hope this is going to be quite very good and excellent to have B. Gallo, the #1 best Gran Turismo player, took part for having this part of the time trial because he did so very outstanding to have 1 minute 39.931 seconds. He did a very good job, you guys. Gallo did a good job and will achieve to be entered onto the #1 spot on the global ranking. So let's do this and have a racing compound. We'll have to go regulated to be on the medium compound as well. Switching up onto the tires and get set to be prepared onto the automatic to be on the BOP regulations. Will be set to be on the mid-speed track. 675 horsepower and 1,190 pounds is good to go. So as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to go for the time trial challenge. Let's begin. For the last every 2 weeks when we participate in every lap time challenge on different track and different category, depends on the road car and racing car category to be putting up to have a main challenging to go recommend. So I know the drill, gonna have to go over onto the global ranking to see which is the best GT players that has a replay icon will be needed as well. So here is the best lap time that has a replay icon. A French Gran Turismo player used. So here is the best lap time where the replay icon was driven by a GT plant. So here is a replay icon was driven by a Gran Turismo French player, Spook, in the same MP4/488. Turns out to be much more recommendable in about 1 minute 42.371 seconds. So let's load up the Ghost and download to be complete. Okay folks, here I go. Let's get it on and aim towards the Catskill Triangle after I just took a hard work attempt to be at it in 1 minute 45.738 seconds by adding up a new clip. Gonna have to speed it up and go enter to be on the timer. First lap, here I come and go for the warm-up. I know this is going to be a little bit nervous because driving the McLaren MP4/488 is becoming more hard work, difficult challenge. So I might need to have some helpful tips because I might have to do this on my own until the time runs out. Come on, stay on top and enter sector 2. Gonna have to do more practice by facing the Catskill Triangle and danger curve before entered on turn 8 and 9. Here comes the hairpin on turn 10. Okay, stay on respawn. Going to over rev. Might have to do a little bit slow down while the opponent will take the advantage. Come on. I know this is going to be a little bit late from 2 weeks until now. Ever since from the Nissan C Performance at Autodrome-Lago Circuit, is going to be becoming much more hard work to be on the heavy handling. But this one is going to be much more currently to be at Suzuka Circuit for the McLaren MP4/488 is going to have to do some helpful tips. There's a 150 market board. Go to the Castillo Triangle to take turn 16 through 18. There you go. Looks like gonna have to go hard racing to be at lap number 2. Come on, take turn 2 because that might have a distraction zone before entered onto the S-curves. My gosh, this challenge is very more difficult for me ever since I've been doing some video editing from the Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup to do some instant replay where only one content video will be set to be released after gonna have to do some replay on round 1 and round 7 on the Manufacturers Cup to be on Trial Mountain Circuit for the Group 3 and Dragon Trail Seaside for the Group 4 category. But I know it's gonna have to take some time and gonna have to do some longer delays along with a full walkthrough that I'm just currently working on. Talk about doing some skipping part for only 2 or 3 seconds by interruption. Well, I might have to start out with the Nations Cup because it might be quite very good to be starting out to have round 1 and 2 on different locations and categories to be depends on the road car and racing car category. But after the Nations Cup, Manufacturers Cup will have to be on a halt after Porsche Esports Challenge USA and Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. Come on. Gonna have to try this again and go for lap number 3. Speed it up and go quicker. So you see, this is how facing turn 1 and 2 is becoming more difficult, just like Dunlop Curve and Castillo Triangle is going to be becoming much more necessary. Also for the danger curve, it's becoming more harder to take the risk to have 50 meters we'll have to go past in to be on the braking point at the mark. It's like you're driving in a Formula 1 race car when you participate in the F1 2022. But I mean, it is so great and brilliant to see how F1 race car drivers to be at Suzuka Circuit to have the great moments and fierce competition battles in part of the latest highlights when you're watching television. But I mean, it is very cool and very awesome to see how modern F1 race cars in action is going to be becoming much more cool and real epic. But here in GT7 for the McLaren MP4/488 is becoming much more hard difficult, just like me, that I'm just gonna have to try and find a way out to get through with this to be on the bronze medal until gonna have to get through onto the new record attempt. But by the way, because going hard for the goal is becoming more difficult to see how much capability for the F1 race car for the turbocharged engine to have a late 80s model is becoming much more efficient and no grip to see it. So back to square one, moving on in the 4th lap. I don't know how long I might need to get through with this. Turn 1 and 2 at the first corner is becoming much more harder to be on the frustration act. There goes my good skill, because that might have to go back and do a new attempt. But I'm just trying to show you guys something because the strategy is becoming much more far difficult to be on the poor average when you ends up on the bronze. Average to be silver and doing great on the goal. I mean, the strategy handling is becoming more ridiculous that it doesn't come out. So I had to go again. Come on, gonna have to kick it up. Stay on the dirt gear. That's more like it. Gonna have to stay on top before my ghost car will have to pull the brake at the 50 marker board. And there it goes. Turn 8 might need to do some more work. Same goes to turn 9. Ever since I have practiced so good at Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix as part of the August 2022 update, it turns out to become much more great to have a better grip, but this one might have to be turns out to have a BOP regulation to be set on mid-speed. So I have to deal with a spoon curve when taking turn 13 and 14 is becoming much more far tricky as it goes. But I mean, I bet the same car and same track we might have to go again in the later future, so I might have to go for the rematch. Well, I bet it does because it might have to answer up onto the bronze position, so I might have to go for the silver, just like the SF19 Super Formula at Fuji International Speedway and Honda Civic Type R FKA Limited Edition at Trial Mountain Circuit. I know, I felt a little bit frustrated ever since I've been working so very hard and get me a little bit more headache that I just almost get a little bit much more time of trauma. But I just really don't want to have trauma after getting too much major abuse. But there's no way that I'm not going to give up just yet. But I'm still working on it because I'm at 449 subscribers on my YouTube channel. We might need to have more people to come in and subscribe as well to go faster. But slowing down is not my jam because I might need to have more people to subscribe to my channel to get up onto 1,000. But as a promise to have a very much more important loved one that I just really care about. But believe me, I really care for having a loved one that I just really give much more heart to be respect and gonna have to work hard to become as a better YouTuber. But you might have to understand. But you guys might have loved ones who really care for you. But this is gonna be my own destiny to become a better YouTuber to go up onto 1,000 subscribers. But you know, because doing some hard work and be creative to do it on your own without anyone who can help you. Just to be as a self-taught YouTuber who really might need to get something else to be creative. But I'm always be creative to myself because I'm just gonna have to try and speak things up a bit because of my fluent Cambodian language. But believe me, because just only one Asian American Gran Turismo racer will have to be much more precise and well achievable to be trying out to have new things, new cars, and tracks as possible to have all kinds of experience to be tried out. Come on, just gonna have to go right in to take the Cascade Triangle, but believe me, I'm still always gonna have to keep on racing, stay clean, and go harder to have that challenge is becoming much more grueling difficult. Here comes turn 2, same thing all over again. Gosh, looks like going well behind all over again. Gonna have to change plans. Go settings, controller, and give a force feedback sensitivity or torque to go up onto 10. There we go, right at the respawn, and see how the handling will might have to go quick and be improved. I'm not giving up yet until I'm about to be running out of steam soon. The time runs out because time is the essence when taking part in the fastest lap time challenge for the McLaren MP4/488 at Suzuka is becoming an extremely difficult challenge for having a classic F1 race car to be on the circuit. Time to go straight up and go follow through at the straightaway to catch up onto my current gap time. Pass by onto the 150 marker board, be on the inside at the Catskill Triangle. Come on, go for lap number 3. There, looks like the example ghost car might be went through. Gonna have to go slow down and be cautious. Stay on the third gear. Watch yourself. Don't get caught onto the outside corner. Stay on the inside when you're at it. Come on. I can do this. I might gonna have to keep it up and go marathon by having one daily workout ever since I have received one ticket for only a day. 0.5 seconds behind the gap. 0.5 seconds up ahead onto my ghost car is gonna have to do some tricky ways to get handled in by situations. Come on, just gonna have to stay on track and aim towards the apex. We'll have to go back on the recovery. Okay, let's try this again. Lap number 4, here I come. Now go for the deceleration by the passive style. Almost had that good skill. Now I might need to deal with the entrance on turn 3 by entering onto the S-curves before I proceed on to sector 2. Okay, turn 8 and 9 need some more work. It's all about challenging myself for this part of the video content, you guys. I'm still working on it and gonna have to step it up and get over onto the silver medal position to beat the Panson in about 1 minute 44 seconds until I have to beat that ghost car I just made. .6 seconds up ahead. I might need to hurry up. Lap number 5, let's kick it up. Come on. I know this is why I've been doing with this, because I've been working so very far and gonna have to face 2 ghost cars. That gets me a little bit more confusing act. But I know this is how this part of the video segment is all about. Doing the hard work of F1 racing in the 1980s race car is becoming much more grueling hard work with no grip. But anti-lag system is going to be quite functional enough to see it by default. take that hard turn on turn 10 and 11 at the hairpin. Need some more work. Going precise and much handle to be going through on turn 12. Going straight away to be forward onto sector 4. Keep coming through. Going back again on the Catskill Triangle. Now go again on number 6 of the lap. So very close. Still might need to have that RPM to stay on the range. Okay, there goes my technique. Gonna have to try to stay hard on the S-curves. But I know this is all about all or nothing by having that bronze medal to be ends up to be going under 1 million credits. Well, I might have to take it before the time runs out. Come on. 10 minutes since the start of the time lap challenge is giving me a hard time. But I know the helpful tips might have to do this time bleep because I've been always running late. It's gonna be now or never. Almost catching running out of my breath. Here comes lap number 7. Let's see how the technique we'll have to get through with this. We'll have to turn the time lap challenge. We'll have to be ends up until now. Okay, well, I guess I just almost get a little bit much more breaking point to be at the end. Best time to be going much more medium average, so that's how I've been spent all day to have that driving marathon to go over to be at 266.7 miles. Boy, looks like it was so much hard work. We're doing 12 sessions that I might need to come up with it because going in to have that highlighted mark on the green in number 4 of the session is going to be going correctly in 1 minute 45.804 seconds that will end up to be on a bronze. So, many expert Gran Turismo players are really good at it by using the manual transmission is becoming a piece of cake. But also the automatic transmission is going to have to go updated because precisely and plan to see the main record is becoming much more impossible. So yeah, that's how I just ended up on 1 minute 45.738 seconds comparison to world record in 5.81%. 13,495th place. I just want to have your advice, you guys. I'm always going to have to practice more for the McLaren MP4/488. We might need to do some more time whenever I just really want to have your advice, you guys. When driving the McLaren MP4/488 is to practice more on every racetrack, including Suzuka Circuit, is going to become much more very important whenever I might have to be good at it. Just practice well and do everything whenever I can to get up onto the gold medal because that we might have to take all the hard work and fast-paced handling that we might need to get things to be well improved. That's how practice makes perfect for having a brand new classic race car from the 1980s is becoming one legendary turbocharged F1 racing machine. Well, I guess that might be quite very good for now because 1 hour, 49 minutes, and 3 seconds until the ranking registration ends until the next time-lapse challenge is going to be becoming much more better just for us. Until at the end of the day before tomorrow, looks like I just ended up on the bronze to get 250,000 credits for not reaching up onto the gold or silver medal position to be in 2 million or 1 million credit, depends on which time of ranking, whenever you might need to step it up and do much more fine precise racing performance to find your line and go for the main objective time to be on the top rank. But I know this is going to be doing the first time ever to have that part of the bronze. We might going in to have 100,000 credit to be on the range. But I'll take that because adding up onto the current balance ever since I have received another Porsche Vision Gran Turismo Spider and giving a support for Toyota in the Manufacturers Cup in round 2 of the 2022 GT World Series. So next up, Corvette C7 ZR1 is about to be racing up onto Watkins Glen International Short Course we'll have to do for another Real Car Challenge. But in the meantime, because it is going to be doing much more time moment to see how faster F1 race car with a turbocharged engine is becoming much more fine thrill and brilliant. So now, I had to wrap this up before at the end of the video, so I'm about to play Overwatch 2, so I'm about to be ready to try it out. It's been so long since last year when I make 25 content videos that needs to be ready to be published. New game modes, new heroes, new maps, and also to have a brand new battle pass system is starting out to be on the first season, without loot boxes from the first Overwatch game. But in Overwatch 2, because it will be putting up to have new cosmetics and new features to have different emotes and different kinds of tier content for every skins with brand new ones as well. So I had to go down to do some typing until 25 unreleased content videos will have to be set to be published from 2020 and 2021 to 2022. The road to Overwatch 2 has now begun. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeepNetArt, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with car liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.